Hey guys, welcome to True Story Sunday. Yesterday I realized that I've been in the country longer than 3 months. And while a tourist visa is good for 6, you can only drive on your foreign driver's license for 3. So rather than take a chance of having some trouble, I'm just gonna sit here and tell you some stories. When I was a kid, I got in this really bad sledding accident, and I hiked up this mountain near our house and just jumped in the sled and went down head first. And I ended up in this, in a whole bunch of trees, and I broke 2 bones in my wrist, and I broke my collarbone, and I was knocked out, and I don't know how long I was there before someone finally found me. It was at least an hour, and I can't remember much after I was found. But the fire department came in with chainsaws. I mean, it was kind of a big deal. I almost died, and I was in the hospital for a week or something. Everything's really fuzzy from that time in my life. But while I was in the hospital, late one night, I was watching a movie called Pure Luck, and it stars Martin Short, and I think the other guy is Danny Glover. And there's a scene in that movie where Martin Short gets stung by a bee, and he's allergic, and he eats something. He has some allergy, and he puffs up like really big. And when I was watching that in the hospital, my whole body hurt. I mean, I couldn't move, I couldn't walk. I just had so much pain. And it was one of those moments where you see something really funny and you can't laugh, or it makes everything hurts worse because you're laughing. So that makes everything funnier because you're telling yourself, don't laugh at this, don't laugh at this. So I was dying laughing, and the remote control was like in the bed, like next to me, but I couldn't reach over here because my collarbone was broken. And my wrist was messed up because I just had surgery, and I was like trying to reach this thing, and I finally had to hit like the emergency call button for the nurse to come in and help me because I couldn't reach the remote control. Anyways, once I finally got out of the hospital, my parents came to get me, and I was still having a hard time walking, so my parents were helping me walk from the front door to the couch or whatever. They had set up a bed in the front room where I was just going to be my little area till I recovered. I was like in middle school when this happened. And as we were walking in, I started telling them the story about the bee sting, and I brought back that same amount of funny. And my mom and I, we both have this problem with laughing attacks where we will just uncontrollably lose it. And I started laughing, and she started laughing, but I was in pain. Like, they could tell that I was laughing, but I was in pain. My mom started laughing so hard that they dropped me and I fell on the floor. I have a brother who's much younger than I am. I'm 33 and he's 19. So when I was like still in high school, I would pick on him a lot because he was a lot smaller. So one day I was picking on him, and he wasn't happy about it, and Mom came to his rescue. And so I started wrestling with her, and I was behind her, and I had her like this, and she elbowed me. She turned around and elbowed me in the face, and I was like, oh, I think you just broke my nose, and then blood just came pouring out of my nose, and she felt bad, but we laugh about it now. There was another time when my mom and I we were at my uncle's house, and he had this tandem bicycle. But he had this very steep driveway, and so there's a police car right there. Lucky I'm not driving a bike. We had this tandem bicycle, but a very steep driveway, and I was like, I'd been riding it by myself all day. I'm like, oh, we can handle this. So my mom got on back, and we started going down the driveway, and it was like we were out of control. Like instantly we were out of control, and I bailed off. And I was driving, like the brake and the steering, I was kind of in control of that, but I bailed off. And I left my mom hanging out to dry, and she went down the driveway and crashed. But she forgave me. That's the crazy thing about moms. So I just wanted to tell some stories about my mom breaking my nose and dropping me on the ground when I was injured, and crashing on a bike with me. And I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I know I probably have like almost 0% of girls watch this channel, but all you guys out there, make sure to take care of your mom on Mother's Day. And this has been a True Story Sunday. Ride safe, travel far, do it soon, everybody. Happy Mother's Day.